I and my family moved to Canada in 1995. My sons were 4 and 7 years old when we moved to Canada. I can tell you, when my son came home in the first week from school in 1995 in Canada, he told us, "They don't teach anything. That is the quality of school for kids in Canada." Now it is still worse. School is free up to 12th grade, but it is used like a babysitting institution. My sons were going to a local school which was free, and when they were 3 years in Canada, the school started saying they needed to go to ESL, English as a second language. I was a bit sorry to hear this, so we went to the school to check up. The teachers told us both my sons are quiet and don't talk much in school, so they should go to ESL. I checked with my VP in the office and he said, never send them to ESL school because they will never be able to go to university. I am a graduate from Bombay University and wanted to have the best education for my sons. But on hearing this, I was very much disappointed. But God saved me as we prayed about it. As I was in IT consulting and working on contract, I had a very good income in 1997, close to $100,000. So we decided to send them to private school in Canada, paying almost $1,500 per month. Guess what? When they completed grade 12, both my sons got Governor's Awards, which is the highest score in a subject in a school in grade 12. They later went on to do PhDs in research in biophysics and cancer research. In fact, one of my sons scored an excellent top-notch score in B.C. that the University of Toronto asked him to skip M.C. and go directly to PhD. Today, he is an assistant professor in a university. The other son, who also did a PhD, is in IT and has 6 Azure certifications, all done in 3 months. Imagine, if I had put them in ESL, where would they and I be? Now coming to the point of the education system. I can say top universities were good. I am a witness for my sons. But now, no longer. I am in IT for 40 years, worked in India, Goa, Mumbai, Oman, UAE and Canada, and worked from Canada for USA companies. I am a graduate in chemistry, but 40 years in IT. I am saying because it is all not institutions that make educators level, but it is individuals. Today, the education system up to grade 12 is more like babysitting. All are pushed from lower grades to 12th and end up in colleges and universities and are first-year dropouts. It is only the Asian students that flourish because, you all know, Indian parents put their children's education above all. One day, there was a co-op student in engineering coming to work for 1 semester and was working with me in an IT financial organization. At work, he was breaking his head and trying to learn math for first-year engineering. I asked, "What are you so depressed about and studying?" He said it's the math, calculus, derivatives, and integration. I told him, "You are in first-year university engineering. Didn't you learn this in 12th? I was surprised when he said, "I did not take math in 11th and 12th. I imagined what a poor system allowing a person without high school math in engineering. So you see the standard of education. Another example, just 2 years ago, a foreign student from India came to me to learn IT, which I was willing to train him as a personal passion. He said he was graduated from India and came to do 2 years post-diploma in AI at a renowned college in Ontario. He had just finished his diploma and was waiting for results, so I asked him on the first day to write a small program on a laptop or mobile app to ask a question and call Google search and find out the answer. He said they did not teach this full project, just programming and simple things. I said, for a post-diploma, that too in AI, very bad system. Later, after a few months, he came to me saying I passed and showed me his results, 100% in all subjects he took. Yes, 100% in all subjects. I was shocked, but listen to this. He said there is one thing he did not understand from the results. So I asked, what? And he said, they put one more subject as 100% in my results, and that subject I never applied for. So you see, education and the system is all going down. So whoever says Canada education is number 3 may be right. Only that all students excelling are Asians, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Korea, China, etc. Don't get tricked. Any education system is totally driven by individual student effort. The schools don't count the dropouts in the first year, and so I would say if you add dropouts, it will be down the line in merit. Now, coming to the Indian education system, I can't say about today, but during my time in the 1980s, Bombay University was the best. All colleges had one exam, university, and what you achieved is where you stand in front of the whole Bombay University made of hundreds of colleges. Yes, we had one exam in India for SSC, grade 10 for the entire board, same for grade 12, and same for FYBSc, SciBSc, and TIBSc, and our BSc was based on the average of FY, SY, and TY. India's education at that time was the best. In 2000, a family migrated to Canada with a son in grade 12, but he was put to grade 10 in Canada after evaluation by teachers. Within a couple of months, he excelled so much in grade 10 that they moved him back to grade 12. See, that is where the Indian education system stands. But we have one problem with our university education in India. Not all are B, 4 years, or MBBS, 4+ years. Most of the students, like me, end up with BSc, BA or BCom, which are 3-year courses, and that is the problem. These are not on par with 4 years in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, etc., and so they end up as non-graduates. If our education system can be tweaked to 4 years for BSc, BCom and BA, then Indian students will excel outside India. So in short, sorry for this long note, as I need to say, India stands much ahead of intellectual minds than all countries. Canada, USA, UK and Australia are all full of top-level high-tech Indians, and it's not these countries' education systems, but it is the culture and parenthood and putting our children's future ahead of us parents. This culture is not in the Western world. All name and fame of education systems go to the immigrants and foreign Asian students.